Where can I see a crocodile? Suzuki Jimny, hello. Oh my gosh, there's a dog inside. How exciting! Yippee! You see how empty this airport is? You see how empty that is? Crazy. You, sir, I'm putting great trust in your hands. So in case you're thinking, what is this sorcery? Why are they on an aeroplane? I thought they were going on a road trip. Yeah, I guess you're being lied to, partially. However, we are soon to pick up a Jucy van in Cairns, so hold tight. Cairns welcomed us gracefully with some fantastic weather. More importantly though, pizza. So my review on the overall night was underwhelming, but not bad. We awoke from our singular bedroom in some very cheap hostel in Cairns, and then we began exploring Cairns and what Cairns had to offer. Oh my god. Was that angelic? Do you think that was angelic? Hey. And we sat by the bay and it was very nice vibes, very nice looking out on the mountains and water. Excellent combo. Congrats. Yay. This is the type of van we were initially meant to get, but then the day before, someone crashed it. So instead we got this thing. So just in case you're walking past and you're walking down the street and you think, oh, whose car is that? It's ours. At the falls, I don't know if you can hear me, so I'll speak nice and close. My review, quite nice, quite fresh, I'd say. How freaking beautiful is that?
We're out, all four of us were out.
So I was walking along the beach and there was a sign that was like, don't go close to the water. Achtung!
Did it actually say warning in German?
Yeah, and like Chinese. Maybe. So I saw this man and he looked very local. And I asked him, have you seen any crocodiles recently? He said go to this river. But now there's like a boat.
I feel like we're really not meant to be here, but didn't you say it started with E?
Manga Creek? That doesn't start with an E. Well, moral of the story, we didn't get to see any crocs and there was some real Aussie blokes moving their boat, and their boat is now in front of us. This is such a weird sight. The boat out of water. Interesting. Huge question for the world. Why is there a stoplight in the middle of nowhere on a very empty, long and straight road? Are you unimpressed?
About?
Are you unimpressed I hopped out of the car in the middle of the road?
No, I'm ready to drive.
In the absolute... You're ready to drive off without me! You may be asking, young Padawan, what did you eat on the road? This, and genuinely only this. Bowen Beach, I'm bowing on the beach, on the Bowen Beach. This is Horseshoe Bay. Yay. Oh look, there's some people on the rocks. Two terribly torturous things happened when we left Bowen. We saw the mangoes on the horse's snout thing, and from that moment on, I was like, oh my, the things I'd do for a mango. And we forgot to buy Bowen mangoes, which are the best mangoes in the world. As we were exiting Bowen, we hit some awesome traffic, which turned our 2-hour drive into a 3-hour drive. I feel like I just saw the traffic into the unknown future. Yay! Turns out there was a bit of a fire ahead, so I guess all is forgiven. So a major negative about, touring the country really in a Jucy van, one of these bad boys, is that you look like a tourist. So I've bought myself a Bunnings hat Lowest prices? I thought it was lowest prices at just the beginning.
That's
Is that Chemist Warehouse?
no.
Identity crisis. So this, you know, is clearly Australian. So now I don't look like a tourist.
Really?
I fit right in, Bridget.
You need to wear it in a bit.
Oh, what a watermelon. Excellent. Isn't this a vibe? Would you say my coolness has been elevated since buying this hat?
For sure. It went from a 4. I'm kidding. It went from a 7 to a 10. 11. 12.
Bit cut by the initial 4 out of 10 rating.
This better not make me pee a lot.
It's gonna make me pee a lot.
Because we don't have a toilet.
Oh, we don't have a toilet. Nor do we have a shower. I'm gonna stink. I think I do stink. That was dangerous.
You smell like Georgie. You know how people have their own scent?
So I just normally smell what?
Just everybody has
Yeah.
their own smell. And sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's good. Yours is good
Really?
because...
What a blessing to hear.
No, but like, most people have like a good smell. But then like anyway, yours is good because, and it also like makes me feel at home. Does that make sense?
You didn't have to fall in love with me, couldn't it?
Too late! I mean, he did have an accent. Jack, if you're watching, please.
Jack is like a mediocrely hot.
Yeah,
And that's exactly the right hot. That you don't have like an ego.
exactly.
I'm so like busting. This is such a bad idea. We needed to like know where a toilet was before we began this.
I think there's one over there. No, there. Lifeguard tower. I'm lifeguard tower.
I can't. All I can think about is pee. Yay. Do I want to have a go? Yeah. I think that's a very bad idea. Wait, can we have a go? Massive learning growth. Yeah.
I'm spot on, George!
Yay! That concentration face is insane. That night we hit the town of Early Beach and met some crazy cats from Noosa.
The cruelest thing to Kaylee. We told her I did this trick, right? Where I put
The next morning we awoke from our slumber, somewhat fatigued, and with a parking fine. Awesome. However, no need to dwell on that, for soon we were to embark on a very exciting journey into the Great Barrier Reef. Don't be worried by the seaside, let your problems float away. Don't be stressed by the seaside, just wave your worries goodbye. Is there a better way to take a breather than sitting by a body of water? Take a breather, take a break. Soon life is gonna be just great. The most beautiful thing I've ever painted, it's a pole. You might be thinking, you crazy cat, why a pole? It's not so much what I painted, but where I painted it and my memory associated with that. I guess it's not so much the beauty of the end product, but the beauty of the journey. Don't be worried by the seaside, let your problems float away. Don't be stressed by the seaside, just wave your worries goodbye. No one's stressed by the seaside, for they're feeding their souls. The most beautiful place in the entire world. And then we went snorkeling, and boy was that the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. If you haven't gotten out there yet and done some snorkeling, do it before it's all dead, you know? And these photos are kind of what I was seeing underwater. So very, very beautiful. Don't be worried by the seaside. Let your problems float away. Don't be stressed by the seaside. Just wave your worries goodbye. No one's stressed by the seaside, for they're feeding their souls. That's us. Goodness me, that's bright. Fatigue and drunkenness. Are you laughing?
I remember now.
Well, fatigue and drunkenness look similar, but I'm just extremely fatigued. What are you laughing about? What are you laughing about?
Remember you at the cabin?
Wafted out the window.
Are you going to tell them about the parking ticket?
Oh no! That was today as well. Oh gosh, today was such a roller coaster. So we actually woke up and a guy was like, "Oh, you've been done for." And I sat in the car and I was getting changed. So I was naked and I was like, we got a parking ticket for $266 for parking on the main street. But the thing is, we went to all these different parks and it was like $10 for 24 hours. And we were like, sweet, we'll do that. But it was like, but no camping. So then we were like, I guess we'll just park on the street. We're going to have to pay $266 and that's that on that. Next story. Today we went to the Great Barrier Reef and that was just a ball, fantastic. However, I got burnt. Oh my, like the aloe vera. We bought this morning. Well, the Savi.
We bought that less than like 8 hours ago.
Like genuinely half empty. We like took a nap on the boat. The boat was like traveling to the spot where the reef was good. We were both like and like the scenery was so good. Like there's mountains everywhere and like the most beautiful place you'll ever see. But we were both like we were just so tired. Then we were just so rejuvenated post nap on boat, post swim as well. Anyway, so we drove like an hour and a half more than we wanted to, which is not bad. And now we're in the middle of nowhere. We are in such a state of fatigue. Look at ourselves.
Oh, Georgie.
We went to the Great Barrier Reef.
I am. That was today. Doesn't feel like it. We went to Whitehaven Beach.
That was beautiful.
That was spotless.
Oh, we're here illegally too. We haven't paid to be here.
We'll pay in the morning though. What are we going to say in the morning? We came to check in.
Oh, that would be lovely.
Hopefully. As long as we pay.
Now, the fact is we failed to mention something far more important than my sunburn. And that is the dire shower situation.
Oh, yeah.
So one thing they don't tell you about van life is that there's no showers on board, which actually it causes problems. I haven't washed my hair for about a week. No. Anyway, my hair's very greasy. I'm stinky. I am stinky. We haven't showered at all.
And now she wants to make me go to bed like this.
I would just like to say that we should shower in the morning. We've made it this far without showering, and I'm too tired to shower, and I just want to go to bed. Okay? I can't believe you.
In the busyness of life, it's easy to miss things. We leave the crank in the thing, the penthouse thing. You know, losing the crank that day on the highway definitely killed me a little. May or may not have cost us the painful price of $80. You know, we move on. However, that night it was far too hot to sleep 2 people in the double bed of the caravan, so we slept at my auntie and uncle's house in Bundaberg. I didn't actually get any footage of my auntie and uncle's house, so you'll just have to believe me that we slept there. Then we hit up the classic, the Bundaberg barrel. Yum. That's amazing. Getting a bit gassy. It's good, but it's not that good. I don't like it. Yeah. Do you like it?
It's not the classic. That's a really good bargain.
What a blessing. Shortly followed by the Bundaberg rum. We hit up some thrift shops and then we were on our final stretch home. It's an ice cream van. Would anyone like to buy me some ice cream? Imagine that was the ice cream song and it's coming past your house and you run out and you're like, Dad! Dad's like, no. Our final stop being one of my favourite coasts in Queensland, Caloundra. Highly recommend you should go there right now. And with that, you've reached the conclusion of the movie, with a message to quench your soul. Sometimes you get a fine, sometimes the sight is mighty fine. But either way, find rest in faith that your future will be just divine.